Hello and welcome back. Last I left, I was finally making some way, getting some stuff done. I'm primarily just waiting for summer to end. It's really kind of the big thing here. I'd like my workshops to be finished, as I had mentioned last time, but there's no real rush. I got my food. I have a well. We're making some wine. Eventually we start making some beer once we get this wheat down. So I mean, it's not needed, but it would be nice if those would finish up. The other thing I would really like things to start being mined really fast, and for that I need more miners. And I really need to start making personal rooms. But the issue with that is I need a lot of blocks and I need a lot of planks. And that's not happening at the current moment. So that's gonna have to wait for probably for a while. But that is something that I do want to worry about in the future. So yeah, that's something I'm definitely thinking about and looking forward to doing. Um, right now, my farmers are stuck on all of these strawberries. They've pretty much, you know, what's the word that I'm looking for? They've pretty much they're gonna be stuck doing that for a minute. Um, but yeah, overall though, I mean, it's not bad. The more food I get, the better the winter will be. And then I can still make wine out of that. So my production levels won't be as low, if I had just the well. But I would prefer. It's a preference of mine that I was more worrying about getting wheat to get some beer. Um, but the wheat is actually kind of on the back burner of everything because I didn't get it fast enough. My yaks died, so I don't need it anymore. I mean, I did need it, but now I just don't. It's not a huge deal. I think what I might do. No, because they're still just carpenter. Oh, I got a wood carver. That's cool. That's exactly what I needed. So yeah, I'm just basically waiting for all this stuff to get built, and it will. It'll actually very quickly get built, but it just kind of usually happens kind of in a waterfall motion where just everything tumbles over, and I'm like, oh, everything's done already. Um, but yeah, I definitely will have a surplus of wood sitting around waiting for me to make planks. Uh, but for now, I'm kind of just chilling. And when I start to make my buildings, they'll look funny because I'm gonna pretty much use whatever I have on hand, and that's to get it built fast. And then later on, I will actually switch out the the stuff I'm using, and it'll look better. But for now, or when you guys see it, I'm just kind of forewarning you because you might look at it if you continue to watch the series. You're gonna look at it and go, "What in the world? Why would he choose to do that?" And the reason behind it, obviously, is just to save time and get the personal quarters up and running. Let's kind of preemptively just doesn't really matter where I. Nope, that didn't work. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's fine. Preemptively just get this level going because we can, and literally no other reason. I think, yeah, that kind of ruined the whole building the stairs down, but that's fine because I'll just do it again. There we go. And yeah, I just kind of want them. I want them continuously mining. I don't need them doing anything with blocks at all. Like I zero need for them to do anything with blocks, even remotely. This could become an issue though if he gets stuck down here. So just gotta hope that he doesn't mine out his way up. I guess I could cancel. It's fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, I just want them mining. I don't want them to stop mining because I need them to be collecting resources for me. I need them to be leveling up. And so the game really becomes at this point where I'm managing a bunch of things at once, and it can become very frustrating. Other thing I want to do is make sure that nobody's idle because I have plenty to clean up. I have plenty of things for people to be doing. And actually, this is kind of an opportune time. I can show you how the cleanup, the clean floor thing works. All I do is I hit clean floor and then I select an area, and basically everybody who's not doing their like a primary job, so farming, mining, if they're just stocking, they'll stop stocking whatever random stuff that they were stocking, and they'll prioritize cleaning up these logs or whatever's on the ground, and that could be used for aesthetics. You just don't want things sitting on the ground anymore. Or it could be used for you have a stockpile of wood, and the stockpile of wood is empty, but you have wood across the map, so you can go, hey, clean up all this wood. I need it put over next to the the saw mill or whatever. So it is very simple for you to utilize the tools in the game. You just gotta be smart about them. Really, is what it comes down to. So my kingdom worth is still going up. That's good. And the game, unfortunately, kind of goes by slow at this point because I'm basically building for next year, which is frustrating. I always joke about this game because it's kind of like owning a restaurant. You're really not getting any profits until 2 years in, kind of deal. And it actually is very it's, I mean, two in-game years, not actually 2 years. But yeah, it is kind of, it is pretty true actually. It is a very accurate way of looking at it. I'm also just going to start kind of digging a big old hole here, so when they're done mining down there, maybe they'll even shoot up here, I don't know. They can come, oof, this is scaring me. Okay, they can still get up, but I want them to mine. Okay, I got 3 people I got 2 people mining. I need them to basically mine from here and connect it over here somewhere, because I don't want them to mine this block here, but I'm kind of being stubborn. Yeah, being pretty stubborn and not telling them to stop doing that, which could spell the end of me, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna mine to the corner unless he falls asleep, and she's gonna mine to the corner, so we should be fine, but I'm just gonna keep a little eye on them, make sure they don't wake up and decide, hey, I'm gonna mine that block all of a sudden now, which does happen quite a bit actually. You'd be surprised. So somebody fell asleep, and I just want to make sure it was him. So I'm hoping he just wakes up and continues doing what he was doing, and mining where he was mining, because she's getting very close to him, and that would be awesome, because then they have a way to go from where they are to the stairs, which is the big thing. But if not, I can quickly just cancel jobs and have them mine straight across to each other. It's just I didn't want to, and I wasn't thinking when I told them to mine the floor before mining the stairs, because then they kind of prioritized the blocks over here because they could get to them through the ramp. It's just a minor error on my part, but it probably won't cause any headache, but it could. And she's going to be done doing this, and I'm hoping she just continues that way and just kind of decides to mine in a wide enough berth that it'll just naturally lead to each other. But I'm hoping she won't fall asleep right now. I'm kind of living on a knife's edge almost, and it looks like yeah, okay, whew, all right, we're good, cool. Now I can just totally leave that alone and not care. They won't be a trap down there at all. It happened to me once before. I just wasn't paying attention. I was playing on a huge map, and they got caught down there and they were stuck, which was very unfortunate because you don't really ever want that to happen. So now we get all the wheat. My issue now is that they did the wheat. They're not Oh, they did plant it. Okay, never mind. I'm being a jerk. They did plant it. Okay, cool. Because the fact that they planted it means, basically, when you harvest something, you have a chance to get like 1 to 3 seeds, I think, or 1 to 2. I don't really remember. But you can get more than one. So if I'm farming, say, strawberries, I don't need to really worry about that. That doesn't really matter because I already had enough to fill my farms. But when I'm farming, say, rye, I only have two. And if there's a chance that they both could produce two, that means if say I get four, I automatically replace the two I already had, plus I put two more plots down. So you can see how quickly a plot can fill up, especially during summer, when these should be popping up in a day or two. For some reason, the rye and all that, yeah, so now we're starting to see the other things popping up. I was actually kind of surprised that they weren't popping up yet. So now my farmers are actually kind of in a spot where they have time, because she immediately went to that. And so that's going to actually prompt me to... I'm going to wait till they're done cutting wood anyway. But I was going to prompt her to just forage the entire map. And for some reason, they really don't want to worry about these grapes, and I don't know why. Did I make the current... No, see, and that's interesting to me that, like, maybe these aren't ready and they just look ready? Oh, yeah, because there's just grapes sitting on the ground. Okay, so they're not ready. They're just sitting... No, I thought if the things popped up, that meant they were ready. I don't know. I don't know anything, so don't worry about me. But yeah, everything's going pretty swell. So one of them actually decided to pop up here and start mining all this stuff out. What this will allow me to do is to expand my stockpile. I don't really need to, but I would like them to centralize everything if they could. It's not a necessity, but it is nice for later on when I'm done and I'm making my other specific stockpiles. To be able to just go, hey, I need you guys to bring all this stuff up. So yeah, that's primarily what I am hoping for. And I don't really care so much about my food and drinks, but where they go, but because I'm not really producing things from them. But I do want to worry about like my wheat, my logs, my stone. All that stuff needs to be in pretty much a centralized location. And I'll show you, like, when I start building up all my buildings, I'll show you what I mean by that. Over here I'm gonna start making basically a factory, and that's just gonna basically what's gonna entail is I'm gonna put a stockpile, and then I'm gonna start building the things that they need. So, for example, put a stockpile of wheat here, and then I will put like 3 distilleries down. So basically, I'll build the 3 distilleries, and then I'll have the stockpile go along the distilleries, and I'll make that priority 1, and then I'll make this. This should just be sitting. Oh, it decided to freeze on me. Well, that might naturally be the end of this video, unfortunately. Thanks for stopping by, but I will explain what I meant in the next one. Oh, never mind, I'm back. Okay, yeah, oh, and it did it again. It does not want me to right click on that. Cool. For some reason. Oh, did it die? I don't know.